Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Loss of life.
What's going on? Those elementals are battling one another to the death.
Headless man sings. Stay back, my friend.
No glory in this death!
Be my last. No, I went out fighting in your name.
Weapons! Shields!
of you!
Into the fray once more.
Rapid fire!
Seven, have mercy on your soul!
Sacrifice to the goddess. Oh, I'd rather sacrifice someone else's pain. We're knee deep in dead him. What in the name of the conduit do you think we've been doing?
That's what. Killing is all fun and games.
What's this? I found something.
Look at you, dead in the snow. Alas, poor him. So, you have tracked me down, have you? The last hour of Act 6 strikes. He is to be undone by the devils that call themselves Immaculates. Immaculate, even though they are so very violently flawed of mind and soul. Go on, do it. You're not. Could it be things of nightmare human? They came here, your kind, because they were promised a special stone by the king of the... We were surrendered to the Immaculates so that they could slaughter us and fuel the stone with our blood. Some of us rebelled and ran, of course we did. But they've been tracking us through the storm. You should have seen this land before Boreas seized power. You must know that we imps have wandered many a world after our escape from demon overlords in the fright after long and arduous travels through untold earths. Some of us ended up here in the land of Fairy. Boreas, not yet king at the time, so we built him his fortress and his prison, riddled them with the traps and trickery he desired, and so I have. The fates must be conspiring against me. We barely managed to... Luckily, they seemed to be as bent on one another's destruction as they were on ours. But it's all King Boreas is doing. It must be. He is the one who unleashed this storm, and I thought it was naught but a pretty jewel, said to have fallen from the sky. But when they poured blood over it, the stone, it's like it became alive. The only way to get in that I know of is through the front gate, but it's unlikely you'll find it open. The Immaculates and Boreas have formed an alliance. Look at you, dead in the snow.
Treasure before the days of our great Boreas. And he said he could. The king blamed his long-time rival for this. Meanwhile, the rot-hearted Anziger hid his crime and allowed the war to rage in the name of saving his own slimy yellow belly. Has he come forward? Thousands of lives would have certainly been spared.
Shut up the one soul who might help us get into the king.
He sounds like the...
Fancy that!
extend that range of view.
Burning slave!
Criminy! I feel like a snowdrop on the first day of spring. Tell me, friend of mine, do I look as pretty as a winter flower? Wait, before you answer, I believe... Oh, that little commotion. I never paid it never mind myself. A lot of smoke over an easy-wincy fire. What was King Scarly thinking, starting such a hubbub over a teeny little ring? Speaking of whom, is he still mad? Oh, only everything. You'll find plenty of chests. First, you'll need one of King Scardy's talismans. Each of us royal guards were once granted one, but they were all destroyed after my escapade. All but one. Where that talisman is hidden now, once you have it, make sure you wear it close to your heart and head for the treasure room. Stand firm, right smack dab in the middle, where you can see hills of gold stretching beneath your very... Well, I've got to admit, it's quite a bit more blizzardy around. Come to think of it, I reckon things do feel a little fun. If you're satisfied, I'll make it. Then I reckon this is fair wear. Thanks for busting me out of that icicle, by the by. I'd say I owe you one.
Sweet relief.
for some fancy footwork?
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
Bitter chill!
Onslaught from afar!
for me.
Ordering fist! Death is its own deliverance! Ascension time! Hey, my friends!
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
Now, this is valuable.
Sigurd's beard! What a find!
So much blood lost, squandered. Why? Another human here to end
This
me?
entire place is
Away
splattered
with
blood.
you!
Someone must really dislike imps.
Away with you, damned Reaper! Take your scythe to grain, not my soul! The bane of all life-loving souls. Maniacs and their gods. The humans, they wanted Lord Boreas's great starstone, so they fashioned him a staff. The elemental staff. It makes him king, for it dethroned his brothers. So glad was he with power! Yet another bane, that we were given to the humans and their knives. Stone of stars, stone of blood. In his castle, In the dungeon. The fortress we built him. Oh, fear not. Fear.
Is nearly served. May he consume this entire dimension in his foolish delusions. Soon enough, kind Magnus, your conduit will raise you to divine heights. Source Hunter. I had so hoped to avoid meeting you here. But perhaps we were bound to face one another. Your kind have long interfered with mine, after all. You must think me quite the villain, mustn't you? The things you've seen. Without the proper context, I can imagine it's all quite shocking. Horrific, even. And I suppose you must have pictured me, some bloodthirsty madwoman, intent on what, I wonder? Power? Gold? Chaos for its own wild sake. The truth is rather less simple than the imagination would conceive. Surely, the sight of a bit of blood doesn't turn your stomach, Source Hunter. If only my dear Immaculates took the same approach to our great work. But it seems all the same. These deaths were necessary. Soon as death. I've nearly forgotten the meaning of the word. What it means, but I have also discovered that weeping was senseless. Like infants, we squall, clinging to a day that is not ours to keep. Now that I know the truth, I am free. What you see as slaughter is in fact a dispassionate process. I take no more pleasure in this so-called destruction than a wave takes in the flood. What I do must be. I wish you could understand. You know as well as I the enlightening capacity of these stones, Source Hunter. I've heard tell that you've been sapping the life. Your experiences are unique in all of Rivellon's history. But you are hardly the only player in this story. As Starstone enlightens you, barbarism. But I will concede, the power I intend to bring to bear upon Rivellon is no more divine than your boot. We are free agents, Source Hunter, all of us, and we own no higher power, our blood or our flesh. I have posed as a priest in service of a truth greater than any goddess could hope to be. So you have seen it? Yes, it's as I thought. You and I have more in common than you think. You know as well as I that the void is coming. In fact, if I'm very precise, it's already here. But you needn't be afraid. The void is ourselves. We are destined to rejoin it. Tut-tut, Source Hunter. You and I both know I could hardly trust you with such information. Though if you continue stomping around in my wake, you're sure to understand soon enough. And here I believed I was starting to reach you. My foolish optimism bears yet another disappointment. But I do believe we agree on one particular point, Source Hunter. This does indeed end now. Immaculates, enlightened ones, your conduit holds your ultimate purpose. Heed the void's call. Offer your souls to the demons that beckon you. Charming of Astarte to send her scouts upon me, but no matter. The bloodstone is mine, and the witch cannot be saved.
is divine!
There's no escaping the spider's kiss.
Enlightened ones, your constant call, your ultimate purpose. Heed the void's call. Offer your souls to the demons that beckon you. Charming of Astarte to send her scouts upon me, but no matter. The bloodstone is mine, and the witch cannot be saved.
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more!
How many eyes does a bull have?
I strike with the soul of air! Another starstone, another piece of ourselves, perverted towards Leandra's will.
Soon she'll have desecrated our very souls. We've got to end this, and soon.
Nothing Leandra might do could shake our... I feel a great sorrow for the Red Woman. She seems to seek right doing, but her means are bloody and terrible. When she realizes her mistakes, her suffering will be great. I very much hope for this. In her hub. Melting touch! Back on my feet again. I needed that. On the mend.
I needed that. This is valuable. field looks impassable.
The force field brims with a thousand sniggers.
This incantation, I can pass the force field that bars the way into the castle.
The force field brims with the voices sound pleased. That
beneath my sacred touch.
next tale in your blood.
Thou shalt have a taste, Avatar, of the cold, dead breath of Boreas!
though not half so bloody.
Open your eyes. Wider. Meet your demise!
A fine stroke of luck.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter. Stay back, my friend.
Damn thee, fiend! Upon the torrents of stars, I call to burn thy body!
It craves more!
as a new penny. Time to get your feet wet.
My turn to with pleasure.
As good as a new penny.
It never rains but it pours, eh?
Ho, hero! 'Tis I, the Summer King. Wholly do I... Hey, quit shoving! Knock it off, will you? I'm trying to... Excuse me.
Out of the way! It's Lurian's turn! Well, I thought the day would never come! Thanks for giving old Carrot Face the great melt. We and the Earth Kingdom owe you a tremendous... what? Well, you'll have to wait your turn. Oh, for the love of all that's igneous, go ahead then, if it'll stop your owling.
Ah, la answer that. We are the sovereigns of the seasons, kind hero. And we thank you for saving us from our rather... We overheard a crafty little imp named Gigix tell Boreas that the staff can only be destroyed where it was... Better the crackle of embers than this idiotic... The elemental forge here.
Dancing devil's rats, comrade. A talking staff. Burn it before its sauce tendrils start leaching your eye jelly.
Your world is more horrifying than I ever knew.
To the skin!
hold. Our enemies have laid a trap.
My blood turns to ice within my veins!
Damnation! Not even a crack! I've tried my very best, and will try and try anew. But so far this damnable ice scoffs at my every effort. Quite so. Now that you've dealt with Boreas, you have the staff in which the other seas...
Sister, we are free! And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own but this is no mortal, I see. Strange. Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. No, like a fool, we waited for his pride, his hunger for more and ever more power. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of fairy, do owe you our lives, Source Hunter. If, no, not if, but when, we might be Iron King Sewer of the Summer Kingdom of Caldia. Brother, alongside, but something changed in Boreas. He grew darker when our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Hyperheim. We were ecstatic. When we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us. I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems this was she gave him us, contained. And in return, he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he'd invited to Hyperheim. Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune, and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
That's quite the valuable gift.
Only the best for my favorite.
Your kind.
It seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire.
This is your White Witch, then? And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted. But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request.
Colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend, surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade? Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters? Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all, please. I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior. It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanthropist. The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, now that terrible night. One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Syceel's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, Everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter. My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us, and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts. First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing. I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore. Oh, yes, but I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever! We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good, Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the White Witch, eh? I expected someone a little more evil. I can't say I'd cut her down for mistake, but she sure has fewer horns than I expected.
Oh, if only Jarrett were here to meet her. He would have loved to lay eyes on the White Witch of
We've
Soul.
solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact.
We'll have to learn...
favor? If you know